welcome to my channel. I think it's week 6 of the Altar Playing Card Challenge, and it's love, as Valentine's Day is this week. So I'm going to start by sanding the card down because I'm going to be sticking some book pages on. I'm not gessoing. It does work without doing it as long as I've sanded it. So I just go over it like this. Whoops, took a bit too much off there, didn't I? We'll cover that up there. So then I'm putting quite a bit of, oh dear, glue stick down. And the first thing is to stick this onto a book page. Now you do have to wait for this to dry properly because I found if you do it too soon you don't get any book page stuck down. And you'll see what I mean once we come back to pulling it off. So that's like that. Now what I intend to use is some tea bags that I've taken the tea out of, and I've got a mixture here of children's craft glue and water, 2/3 to 1/3, to put this in, showing you that you don't necessarily need all the fancy gels and mediums to stick things down. Just some cheap kids craft glue, 2/3 of glue to 1/3 of water. So once this is dry, I'll be back. Right, I think this is dry now. So all you do is you pull it off the paper, These sheets don't seem to have stuck so well, but however, we'll go with it. I get my vintage photo and I just darken up the book pages that have stuck down. As I say, you just put the glue stick anywhere you feel like, really. So that's like that. And then what I've got here is the mixed glue, which I'm going to give a stir to make sure, and I've forgotten my paintbrush. One moment. There it is. Right. Give it a quick stir. Make sure it's well mixed up. Like that. And then what I'm going to do is paint on here. I'll bring in the book page to paint on. So I then put this mixture of the craft glue and the water, say 2/3 glue, 1/3 water, on here. And then I've got my tea bag, which I will then place on the top. Whoops, like that. And sort of scrunch it in, but you want to make sure you've covered. So I'm sort of making crinkles in it where I can, so to make sure everything's covered. Like that. And then you get your glue again and just really coat it over the top like this. Oops, that's not to the edge. I mean, once you start putting the glue down as well, it crinkles it up. So I now have to go off and dry this and make sure that it's thoroughly dry, so that I can then come back and do some inking and gluing with it. Oh, that's coming off the edge anyway. So that goes there. So I just leave it on there now to dry and wait for it to and then once it's dry, we cut round the edges. And now I'm all gooey. I see this is all dry now, so I'm just going to trim the edges like this, which you obviously know anyway. Maybe I should have trimmed them before I started filming. Still, I got these tea bags because from a couple of years ago, I started saving them to make this wallet that I think it was Artie May's, Ahjay Allen made a few years ago. And I thought, oh, I'll give that a go. And then I just forgot. I put them in a Tupperware box and forgot I'd got them. And then suddenly realised maybe I should start using things up. Right, so what I do now is I get my vintage photo and I go over the card, but trying to get where you've creased it to accent it as well, like this. See, so it makes it a bit darker, but sort of pulls out the creases that you've got there. And then I also try it with a bit of walnut stain. I do. Like that. So as you can see, it's gone a bit darker in places. Then I've got all these parts from the Digital Collage Club, various Victorian and flowers and birds, all these hearts. So I've chosen this one. I like the flower one. So I'm going to edge that with walnut stain around the edges. All this bit is quite straightforward and simple, like that. And then glue that on using the Fabri-Tac or I've got my block, the 3-in-1. There. And put that on there. And then I've got these words here. These come from Clarity Stamp in the UK. I used to do a lot of Groovy, which is the parchment work, and they did these words, sticky words. So I got them, but I will put this on with glue as well. Oops. Oops. Oh dear, I'm getting very messy today. I've done a few videos today and I've got glue and paint and everything everywhere. Right, spread the love. Put that on there. Like that. Oops. There. I think that's looking quite nice. As I say, it's been quite simple this week, apart from using the tea bags and the glue and everything. And then I'm just going to edge with the walnut stain. So these are coming out quite dark, like that. I do like this walnut stain. I've taken to using it a bit more than the vintage photo so much. So that goes down like that. There, so it's quite a dark edging there. And then I've got my copper patina from Daily Art. Whoops. And what I've been doing with this is getting very gooey. But again, going near where some of the creases are. And then just splodging it. Now, there's a technical term if ever I heard one. Splodging it round the side. Like that. So it's just, it glows, not glows, it's quite glittery in the end once it's dried. Ugh. Now I'm all yucky. So that's my card for this week, and I will show you the others I've made. And I'll de-patterners myself. Ooh. There's that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. All with different sayings on. So they're a little bit different and using up different supplies. You can see here this one's gone quite glittery. And you catch it in the light. So thank you very much for watching. Hope that was all okay, and I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It would be great for you to come along. Thanks very much. Bye.